Moving on to other stories. Nigerians have asked state governors to be transparent and accountable following the release of 180 billion naira palliative package to states to cushion the impact of fuel subsidy removal. This call became imperative following the manner at which previous palliatives have been managed in the past. Correspondent John Felix tells us more in this report.
On Thursday, the federal government announced 5 billion naira as palliative for each state of the federation and 180 trucks of rice as part of measures to assuage the pains of the subsidy removal. The policy, which led to sharp and multiple increases in fuel pump prices, has driven up the prices of goods and services, pushing millions of Nigerians into poverty and worsening the socio-economic situation in the country. Speaking to Galaxy TV News, some respondents expressed hope that the poor will be the real beneficiaries and not politicians, who do not need the largesse. They ever warned against a repeat of incidences during COVID-19.
Okay, so I feel that this is where accountability should play out. We should avoid a repeat of the COVID era, where some states were seen to be hoarding palliatives, and then it resulted in crises that we do not want to happen again. So I want to urge the state government, I want to urge the state governors to ensure that these palliatives actually get to the most needy ones in the society, and then they are judiciously used.
That is not exactly what people want at this point in time, but of course, it's part of it. If that can get to some persons really need this, some persons are really starving. But then we are looking at better palliative as regards how can you ease the economy for people in terms of transportation. That is the one that is really hitting hard on people is as regards transportation. What is the government doing towards easing transportation for people going to work? Imagine people doing casual work like teachers, transporting, collecting salaries of average of 50,000, 45,000 naira, and their transportation it's an average of 30,000 naira in a month. So the government should look towards this direction. It's not just about the feeding aspect, but of course we have people that cannot feed at this point in time due to the hype in price of market food. So I believe the government should look towards the direction as well. So
well, I think that since we have through the local government, we have that's the essence of having local government. If we take this through to the grassroots, I think it shouldn't be difficult to be able to identify those that are really in need of the palliatives.
Speaking further, they urge the state governors to use a social register that will enhance transparency, as well as reach residents at the grassroots. They also urge the federal government to show accountability in the way funds saved and received are spent.
Yeah, I think what is important now is, yes, we have all heard that the fund has been disbursed, but the accountability and the proper monitoring of these funds matters. Most times we only get the news when the fund is being released. The aftermath of it, nobody cares. It is right time that when fund is being released, proper accountability. The government, state government should come out and tells the world or tell the people how this money is being reimbursed, how this money is being distributed, and they should be accountable for it. The federal government should not just release money and go and sit back. The federal government should also be able to do proper monitoring of this fund. If it's possible, there's going to have a task force to be able to monitor this money and how this money is being used. And with that, then we can say we are doing something that is great. If not, then there is still a problem.
I want to urge the government to ensure that they embrace responsible government, and I also want to urge them to continue to ensure that dividends of governance, dividends of democracy, gets to the grassroots, gets to each and every one of every member of the society.
A step in the right direction, but over time we've always had gestures like this from the government, but the issue that people always have is the seeming hoarding of some of these palliatives. The idea is for the palliatives to get to the grassroots, to get to the needy, those that really do need them. But at the end of the day, you find that some of our politicians will hoard these palliatives, and then you begin to ask the question, so what was the essence of the gesture in the first place?
As Nigerians await the distribution of these palliatives, it is hoped that more largesse will come from government. From Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, John Felix reporting for Galaxy Television News.